Carlisle 1 City 0. It was a fitting footnote, well, header actually, to a fitful pre-season. The last touch of the last friendly saw Richie Bennett loop a close-range header beyond Richard O'Donnell to secure Carlisle the Brunton Park bragging rights. The fact that the striker was gifted it on a plate after Hallam Hope's wickedly deflected shot popped up straight to him summed up an afternoon that had lacked any penalty box poise from either side. It meant City finished pre-season as they began, and how it generally went in the middle as well, with a defeat. All that will be forgotten, of course, if they can come back from Shrewsbury on Saturday with something to show for it. The shadow boxing of the past month means nothing once the first bell sounds. The chill felt by the 194 travelling fans in Cumbria was not just down to the dramatic change in the weather. Carlisle used two goalkeepers and neither had a single save to make. As Charlie Wyke rumbles on, such a lack of cutting edge is magnified. With Alex Jones being nursed back after his lengthy injury absence and clearly not up to scratch yet, there is a lot of weight on the young shoulders of George Miller. The on-loan Middlesbrough man did have City's best chance of a poor game when Tyrell Robinson played him in with a neat flick. But Miller's left foot is obviously not his strongest and he dragged a drive across goal and past the far post. For all City's possession, and they did have a fair amount, that was as good as it got. Shots on target remained 0. Anthony O'Connor advanced deep in Carlisle territory in the closing stages, after Michael Collins had switched to 3 at the back, but his inviting low cross along the 6-yard box went unrewarded. Jack Payne's face screamed with frustration as the opportunity went begging. The midfielder had once again looked City's brightest bet on the ball, always on the go to try to conjure up something. But no doubt Shrewsbury's eyes on the game will have taken close note with a plan to neutralize his threat next weekend. Collins gave the bulk of his team a full 90 minutes with that game in mind. It was the first time Sean Scannell had featured from first whistle to last since October 31st. The winger did not see enough service to his feet to get the run at left-back Danny Granger that he would have wanted. But there were occasional flickers of his talent when he linked up with Payne and Joe Riley. Robinson and Sherwin Seedorf shared the duties on the other flank, although again there was little in terms of end product. The standard of attacking play at both ends was pretty desperate. Hope Akpan was left at home as a precaution after reporting a slight niggle on Thursday. He did some gym work on Saturday and will have another session today before rejoining full training in the morning. The need for his muscular presence in the middle is clear when League One combat kicks in. Luca Colville, whose continued presence suggests he must be getting closer to landing a deal, filled in for the absent Nigerian international. But the youngster seemed to be trying too hard to impress, spraying diagonal balls across field when the simpler pass was on. Alongside him, Josh Wright was his typical busy presence and looked to keep things moving. Wearing the captain's armband while Matt Kilgallen remained unused on the bench, hints that Collins has made his call on the next skipper. With such a new broom around the place, it would not be surprising to see one of the summer recruits leading the line. Carlisle had the best player on the pitch in winger Jerry Yates, who gave Adam Chickson a demanding workout. And it was the on-loan Rotherham man who brought the sparse crowd to life after 66 minutes, cutting inside City's left-back and whipping a shot beyond O'Donnell and against the post. That looked to be as close as we would get to a goal, especially when O'Connor's peach of a pass through the Carlisle goal mouth went unrewarded. But then Hope fired off one final effort, the ricochet fell obligingly for Bennett, and City's pre-season concluded on the flattest note. Carlisle, Fryer, Collins 74, Miller, Granger, Slater 46, Little, Parks, Jones, Edu 46, Hope, Devitt, Gillespie 46, Glendon, Bennett, Yates, Egan 71. City, O'Donnell, Riley, O'Connor, Knight, Percival, Chickson, Wright, Colville, McGowan 80, Scannell, Payne, Robinson, Seedorf 46, Miller.